Hello everyone, welcome to a Farming Sim 17 tutorial. Today we are talking about the mission system in Farming Sim 17. Now the mission system is very different from the previous iterations in that instead of accepting them from mission boards, you accept them directly from other farmers at their fields. So if you go into the map, you'll see all these exclamation marks, these blue exclamations everywhere. There's one of those per field. And what's nice about this game is that you can fast travel. So if I want to go to field 16, I can click that exclamation, hit visit, and here I am. If I want to go back to 19, I can click that, visit, here I am. Now, once you are at the field you want to do a mission for, find this little blue thing, which it'll take you right to if you fast travel like I just showed you, and hit R, and then you'll see the owner of the farm, how much his field is worth, how big it is. And then if there's a mission, it'll tell you, it'll have some flavor text, it'll tell you what the mission is, the time, money, all this stuff, of course. Now, here's the really nice thing about the mission system on this in FS17 is that they will provide the equipment for you. So you no longer have to make sure you have the prerequisite equipment. It gives it to you. That is really nice because that lets you test equipment before you buy it. So I will be able to test this New Holland equipment before I buy it. So let's go ahead and start. And there it is. Now I do have a time limit, but they do give you plenty of time. And you can't leave the mission. If you do, let me show you real quick. It'll give you 10 seconds to kind of get back, and then you just continue. So I'm going to start this while I say a few more things about the mission system. One thing that's really neat is that, let me start this, is that you can kind of tell what mission you're going to do based on the look of the field. So, if you notice, when I got to this field, there are sunflowers ready to harvest. So obviously you can predict that this is probably going to be a harvesting mission. If you find a field that is partially grown, you can probably guess that you're going to do either a weeder or a fertilizing mission. Planting, plowing, anything like that. Once you get to the field, it'll show it to you kind of like that. And it's a dynamic system where if I wouldn't harvest for this guy, eventually the field's going to be harvested and the mission's going to move on to the next step in the cycle. So just because I don't harvest this doesn't mean that it's never going to get harvested. As you can see in the top right, that little pie chart is filling up. You don't have to do the entire field to finish the mission, but you do have to do probably 97% of it. I mean, it is a big portion, but don't worry about getting every little scrap like that little guy. I can leave it, it'll be fine. I am now going to cut forward to the end of the mission so you can see what happens when we're done. So once it's finished, it'll automatically just take us out of the mission. You don't have to do anything fancy. So just a few seconds here. And there we go. There's our money. So we get what he said he was going to pay us, plus we get a little time bonus for being kind of fast. Just so you know, the money you get is based on the projected amount of time it's going to take. So slower missions like harvesting is going to make more than fast missions like fertilizing, like a fertilizer spreader. And larger fields that take a really long time to do, for example, field 5, if you do that, it might take you half an hour to harvest or more, but you're going to make, $40,000, whereas this little guy, I made, 12? The other nice thing, if we go back here, every time you do a mission for a farmer, his value of his field will drop for you. So I can buy this field now at a cheaper rate. I started this field, it was I think it's $47,000. I've done maybe 5 or 6 missions for him, and we're down to 41,000. Just some math I was doing throughout the day. It seems like every time you do a mission for a farmer, it drops 2%. You get a 2% discount. So the more you do missions, the less dollar amount you're going to get, but it seems to always be 2%. And if you notice, since we harvested, now the next step is to fertilize. I could accept this mission. It's only 6 minutes, so it's not worth a lot, and this is the equipment I'll get. So that is the mission system. There is an achievement for doing one mission for every farmer around the map. Again, fast travel. I would say the biggest benefit is knocking off the price of fields and being able to test equipment. That's the mission system. If you have any questions, please comment below, like or dislike, subscribe if you want. Have yourselves a very nice day.